Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to so many empties. And my usual laundry basket to share with you guys. So I have gone through so much stuff, hair, skincare, makeup, and some perfumes. So I want to show you what I do with empty perfume bottles first. I have used up two of my all-time favorite perfumes of life, the Glossier You perfume. So pretty, so delicious, and I just wanted to show you because there's a tiny bit left inside of here. Let's see if you can see it. There's a tiny bit of product left, and when I get to that level on my perfumes, I like to transfer what's left into one of these little vials, and that way I have a purse version of my favorite perfume, and then the bottle is empty. So that just happened with my perfume of life. This is Chamomile by Guerlain. It is, it's so good. Anyway, I just finished this bottle and it comes in this gorgeous, iconic bottle. It has the shoulders. It's truly, I think, like the most iconic shaped perfume. So when I finish a perfume, I like to turn it into a bud vase because it's like the perfect size to put a little flower in. This was another sentimental perfume that I finished up. It's called Eau de Charlotte. My name is Charlotte, so it's special. And this bottle specifically was my mom's. So obviously that's not the kind of empty that you're gonna just get rid of. But I unscrew the top, like the spray part, and then I put a bud in it, and I like to use a dried flower because I like to leave whatever perfume is still in the bottle. That way it also smells really good. Okay, I forgot this step kind of requires power tools. We're not afraid to use the tools on this channel when it comes to the empties. This is, what is this, like a wrench? But you can't unscrew the tops by hand usually. So you just very carefully get a hold on it and twist that baby off. Whatever drips of perfume are still in here, I want to make sure to keep. And it just kind of pops off at a certain phase. So this now has released the most heavenly scent, and I'm gonna put flowers in it. So like I said, I like to do dried flowers because that way I can leave perfume in the bottle. If you have one that's a lot older, you could always wash it out and put some, like a fresh little rosebud in there. It'd be really pretty. But anyway, you get the idea. That's what I do with my perfume empties. And you can have a whole shelf of empty perfume bottles. Okay, moving on from perfumes, I have everything kind of in little categories to show you, starting with some body care. These are two deodorants that I've been kind of rotating between. Just the Dove Plain Original Clean Scent and Secret Outlast. I think they both smell really nice and do a good job, and I love to switch. Each time I run out of deodorant, I always switch to a different one. Then I have my shaving cream of life. I don't know if we should have been gatekeeping this, y'all, but the price got crazy for this. Last time I went to repurchase it, it was like $45 for this jumbo shaving cream. I hope that was just a weird fluke on Amazon. I've been buying this shaving cream for years and it's usually not that much, but whatever it costs, I will pay because this is the only shaving cream that doesn't irritate my legs. I always get really itchy legs after I shave and it's a nightmare, so this is heaven. And it smells like cake. I also used up this body lotion that I really like. It's in the rose scent. And it's just a nice, like, by the sink kind of hand cream because you can pump it and use it every time you wash your hands. And then speaking of washing hands, I don't usually save my hand soap, but this one I did because it's my favorite from Bath & Body Works in the rose water and ivy scent. It smells so good, and I like the foaming ones because it just feels like it makes a ton of lather and you get like really, really clean. And it's still pretty hydrating, like your hands aren't too dry after. And some bath and shower products. Look how gorgeous this is. This is like the most gourmet brand of bubble bath. I always recommend this if you want to treat yourself. Like, this bottle has a little key dangling off of it. It's just so pretty. So this is the Lalia brand, and I always save their bottles because they're always really unique and gorgeous looking. So this one especially is going to be perfect for a bud vase. Also, a fresh flower. I can wash it out, make sure I get all the soap out of there, and then put like maybe a single long stem rose and keep it maybe out the bathtub or somewhere just really pretty, striking bud vase. This is totally silly. It's a kid's product, but I got it when I did a strawberry themed bath and I really liked it. It's strawberry vanilla scented bubble bath, and I just used it as a bubble bath, and it's obviously made for children, but it still works. My favorite body moisturizer of choice is Sweet Almond Oil. I usually try to buy a larger size because it's more affordable, and then like decant it into smaller bottles. So I have one like by the bed to moisturize. I have one after I get out of the shower to moisturize, and I just keep it around various places. So hydrating to get you through the winter. It is the best. I also finished up a couple body polishes. This one was milk and honey scented, so that was perfect for my channel, so nice. And this one was birthday cake, very, very festive and fun, and I just love a good like sugar-based body scrub. I also like to make my own, so usually with things like this, I'll save the container, wash it out, and just fill it with a ratio of like literally just sugar and whatever oil you have in your kitchen that you aren't using up in time to cook with. Throw it in there and you can make your own body polish so easily. I also have this. I know it's just an empty jar, which I'll definitely wash out and reuse, but my friend was so sweet. She got a bulk of the Josie Maran body butter in vanilla, and her body creams, that brand, Josie Maran, is just heaven. So she was kind enough to give me a little portion out of her large size that she got, and I just loved it. It is the best body cream. But you know, it's a little bit more indulgent, so find a nice friend that will share their portion with you because it's so nice to get to try it. I just loved it. Okay, moving into oral hygiene, I'm very, very committed to this dental floss, the Glide brand Comfort Plus, and it has like a little tiny bit of elasticity so it doesn't hurt to floss your teeth. And flossing your teeth is so important, and it's such an easy, healthy habit to pick up. So this is a must, absolute must. Then I have 3 of my usual go-to favorite toothpastes. This is the Crest 3D White, and I try to get it in a multi-pack when I can because I think it keeps my teeth pretty white, and my husband and I both like the flavor, so that's a win. And then I got this in my Christmas stocking, so that was a treat because my mom always put toothpaste and toothbrushes in my Christmas stocking, and I love that. But this is Colgate Optic White Advanced, and it tasted like cinnamon. I've never had a cinnamon toothpaste that I can recall, so that was really fun and very different, so it was great to mix it up, and it still had the whitening, which is always my requirement. Okay, let's go into hair care. I had this kind of just a basic dry shampoo that I went through. It's the Dove brand. This is what I come back to when I don't have like a fun fancy one. But it smells okay. It smells nice. It smells nice and clean, and it does an okay job. This one is probably the only product you're gonna see here that's not perfectly empty. I usually get every single drop, but this product was just so weird. It claims to be a tinted dry shampoo, and I thought it might be like a dupe for the Moroccan oil one that's kind of purple, so it works really well on blonde hair. But look what color it comes out. Like, I don't know about you, but that's not the color I want my blonde hair to be. Yeah, I think they thought if you just put a tiny, tiny bit, I don't know what they thought, but that's not what I thought it would be. The fact it's in a purple container, I thought it was gonna be purple, which if you don't know, that's really good for balancing blonde hair that can look kind of orange. Like purple balances it out, so you get more of like a nice lighter platinum type of blonde. But this product definitely did not work. So speaking of purple products for blonde hair, this is the best purple shampoo I've ever had the honor of using. So amazing. Of course, Olaplex brand has a great reputation for a reason, but the shade of purple in here just made my hair perfect, which is a godsend because I dye my hair myself, and it's hard to get that salon quality at home, but when you have a Olaplex shampoo, it helps a lot. So really good for the health and strength of your hair, and also just amazing for the purple color. It was so pigmented. If you can see, there's a bubble there. If you can see, the color is just so pigmented, and I even put water in this to like help wash out the last few drops, so it was even more rich than that. But just amazing purple shampoo if you want to get that color at home. Also have been going through plenty of my favorite shampoo and conditioner. I always use the Caviar brand because my friend got me addicted, and now it's a lifelong necessity. Absolutely hooked on how well this treats my hair. Like, my hair just is so happy with this. And to get the last few drops out, I always add water to the bottle and just kind of shake it up and squeeze out until I can't get any more dribbles of shampoo or conditioner, because this stuff is gold. But when I don't have my preferred nicer products, I do kind of default to drugstore brands. This one is Pantene, and it smells amazing. It's the rose. This one was the conditioner, but I got the shampoo and the conditioner in rose, and I've had this a couple times. It smells really good. It's sulfate free. It doesn't make my hair like as happy, but it's pretty good for a drugstore option. Also used up a couple of my hairsprays. I kind of like just getting the travel size lately because it fits in my drawers better. You know when you buy like that jumbo hairspray, like how are you supposed to store it? So I just get the little Tresemme travel shampoo, travel hairsprays. And then as I mentioned, I do my color at home. So just to show you, I've never done a video on that process because I just don't want to be responsible for if it doesn't go right. It's a very stressful process. But I use 20 volume developer to lighten my hair. So I like the Wella brand a lot. And then I use this toner in the T28 shade from Wella to tone it to a color that I like because I really don't like it to look too orange, but I also don't want it to look too platinum, like I want it to look natural. And this shade is actually called Natural Blonde. I think it looks like the shade my hair was back when I was a natural blonde as a kid, so this has been my go-to lately and I think it's going well. I can link the video that I learned the technique from, but I have not yet done a video of my own on this. Maybe I'll get brave and do it if you guys want me to, but doing your color at home, especially as a blonde, is a huge undertaking. But saves a lot of money, so that's the trade-off. And one last hair product is Lotta Body. I don't know how well you can see it because it's clear. But this product is how I get curls in my hair. Like if you saw my hair is really, really curly today, it is 100% thanks to this product. It's a very old school product. It's a setting lotion that your grandma probably used. And the idea is that you put some of this in your hair and then you wrap it around like a curler or something, sleep in it so you get that heatless wave. And I always use this when I do heatless curls on my hair. Sleep-in curlers, and it works so well. The trick is to use just a tiny bit because you can't get your hair so wet that it doesn't dry by the morning. So just barely use any of this. But this is my favorite one out of all the setting lotions out there. It's, like I said, Lotta Body brand. And this one says with coconut and shea oil. And it's the only one I've used that doesn't make my hair like a little crunchy. Like it doesn't feel crunchy at all. It doesn't feel like you have gel in your hair or anything like that. It's actually kind of hydrating because of the oils, and the curls are insane. As you might have noticed in the beginning of this video, my hair is like stick straight naturally. So this stuff works like miracles on me. Okay, moving into skincare, let's see how many we have. 1, 2. Speaking of products your grandma and I have in common. 1, 2, 3. I'm sure there were more of these that I used and probably forgot to put in here because this is just my absolute go-to. Pond's Cold Cream. They sell it as a makeup remover. It's also a face wash. But this is a classic vintage product you can still buy. It has been around for like over 100 years. It's absolutely incredible. I love it so much. I sing its praises all the time. And you guys message me all the time too, saying that this product single-handedly like changed your skin. So it's a drugstore product, but it is amazing. It's wonderful for removing makeup. It's got this really creamy texture and I adore it. So, you know, we're all about getting every last drop of our empties, so I thought I'd show you my process on this. This is an iconic shaped bottle, so I'm not criticizing it at all, but it is a little hard to get all of the product out of the bottom because you can't quite reach all the way to the bottom of the jar, and it has these little shoulders on it too. It's so cute and iconic. If it was like a little bit shorter, it'd be easier to reach every drop out. So I take just a plain old kitchen spatula, works really well, and get in there and scoop it out. And I know this is a drugstore product, and I know a lot of people think this is probably ridiculous, but to me, look how many uses that is. Like I could wash my face like 3 times with that much product. And it's honestly, it's just kind of the moral, the moral of it, of I just don't like to waste not, want not, and get your money's worth. And treat yourself to every last drop in the jar. And if you're somebody that struggles with feeling like it's okay to spend money on products for yourself, or it's okay to use products for yourself, this might help you because it gives you the peace of mind to know you got every drop. And they make little beauty spatulas that work really well for all different size beauty products. But I'm just showing you how you probably already have a kitchen spatula that would work. And there you go, you get all that extra product. So I just kind of consolidated 2 jars that I had left of this, but the point is, make every drop count. It's so satisfying. Other skincare I go through a lot are eye masks. So these are just like the cheapest, best ones I found on Amazon, but it's just a generic, basic eye mask. But I love to use these patches every single morning while I like write my journal and I have my little quiet time. So it's just kind of like a little decadent moment. And then if you can get a nicer one, all the better. But for a product I use every single day, I like getting a really budget-friendly one. This was kind of a special product. It's like definitely a new lifetime favorite. So I saved a few drops in here to show you, to show you what it is. It's a toner. And since I started using it, they've actually changed the marketing to say toner and moisturizer, which is just like, what? How is a toner a moisturizer? Because it is a liquid. But it is truly so hydrating. This would be a step you would normally do on your face, like after cleaning it, before putting on other products. And I am too extra to truly stop at just, you know, calling this like my moisturizer for the night, but I am telling you, it is absolutely so hydrating. I have to do both hands now because it's gonna feel off balance because it just feels that nice. So hydrating. Like, you put this toner on and you could stop there for the night if you want. Like, if you want a really simple skincare routine that's just 2 steps, wash your face, put this on, I will support you in that. That's how much I love this. Like, it is really hydrating. It's called Cream Skin and the brand is Laneige. We love Laneige. So keep an eye out for that product if you're looking for a toner that has like a lot of bang. Other things I love by Laneige, their lip mask is probably my top lip product of life now that my beloved lip balm has been discontinued by Bite Beauty. This is probably one of the last tubes ever in existence. I keep thinking that, and then I keep finding tubes that I had squirreled away, and I'm so happy when I find it because this is just, there's nothing like it. And as you can see, I scooped down in here. If I keep scooping, I can get like a little tiny bit of product out. But it was just the most hydrating, and like, I don't want to say it was sticky, but it was a bit waxy, so it really stayed on the lips for like long-term hydration. Love this product. It's gone. I haven't found a good replacement, but you guys will be the first to know when I do. And in the meantime, this has always been my go-to for an evening lip mask. I prefer like a balm, like a stick style lip balm in the daytime, but these little pots of lip balm are really nice. And this was in the scent Mango, Mint Chocolate, super fun, and Ginger Stop from Christmas. And this product comes with its own little tiny spatula, so that makes it really fun to get every drop out, and then also just to be like a little more sanitary when you're rooting around in there for lip product. But love it. Another lip go-to for me is the Lanolips brand. It's made with lanolin, but it's my second favorite, like I said, to the one that was discontinued. But it does work really well, and it is really cute, like retro typography on the packaging, so I like that. But comes in a stick form or in these more like lip gloss style tubes. And one thing I love is using really tiny skincare samples. So like at Christmas time with the beauty advent calendars, or Sephora purchases with samples. I just love to hoard the little samples and use them up because it's like a product I might not be able to afford to invest in the full size, but I get to have the little mini skincare vacation of using a small one. So this was Cora brand face oil. I was using it as my last step in my skincare, and I would just go to bed like a glazed donut, so hydrated, so happy, really nice skin oil, highly recommended. This is the Skin Iceland brand, and it was a brightening eye serum. I was using it, I think the right way, just as an eye cream, like dotted on under my eyes, and it was so nice in the mornings. And then this is my favorite face moisturizer of life for the morning. It's by Bobbi Brown, and it's called the Face Base, and it smells like orange juice. It just smells so peppy. And I used it up a while ago, but it's vitamin enriched, so it's like just feels like a little multivitamin for your face. I used it up and I refilled it with just plain old Pond's cream. Anyway, all that to say, love my tiny beauty samples. This was a serum that really did my skin right. It's Alpha H brand, and it's their vitamin B with copper tripeptides. And I was having a lot of like hormonal breakouts, and this worked so well. It's a green serum, which is kind of fun. And it just really like calmed my skin right down. I think the vitamin B must be the miracle worker in this, but really, really nice. Had a couple evening moisturizers that I worked through. The simple drugstore brand Olay, Night of Olay. I'm always nostalgic about it because it's what my grandma used, and it just smells like powdery heaven, like kissing her cheek. It's so sweet. And it's pink. So this is my drugstore go-to for a nighttime moisturizer. But this one was really, really decadent. My friend got me into the Beauty Pie brand. This one's called Plantastic. and it was so hydrating. Like, okay, you can tell when I open a product and it is clean as a whistle in there. Like, I really got every drop out of here because it was so decadent, and I love a nighttime moisturizer that just feels like a real treat. Like I'm ending the day with a true beauty treatment, and it just kind of wraps up my day so nicely. So that was a real fun product. Last couple skincare things here. These are face mists. This is my face mist of life. I was scared it got discontinued, but I think Sephora just stopped selling it for some horrible reason. But it's by the Fresh brand. It's called Vitamin Nectar. I always love products with vitamins in them for the morning, and it just, again, smelled good. Comes out in a really fine mist. This travel size will last a million years because it comes out in such a fine mist. So I hope to restock this very soon because this is a tried and true favorite. I think starting your day with a face mist is just heaven while you sip your coffee. It's so nice. And then this one is by the Saturday Skin brand. I kept refilling it because it's just like a cute pink spray bottle. You can really put any face toner in a spray bottle like this and make it into a face mist. So I love to save my packaging and reuse it, and that one's cute. Also went through this Micellar Water. This is one of my favorite like makeup remover type steps by the Garnier brand. And I used up this Zit Stick by the Glossier brand. How cute is it? Their packaging is just always on point. Like the perfume and the Zit Stick, so cute. And it worked really well. It's basically just benzoyl peroxide. But it's nice to be able to just apply it right onto a spot that needs it. I don't know if you can see, the tip is like a little steel ball. So that worked well at zapping little zits overnight. And then lastly, I saved a couple face masks that I've been using. Not all of them, but some of them. This one's really special. It's by the Face Story brand, and it's the Chamomile mask. And their masks are just so creamy. I love when you take the sheet mask out and it's just drenched in product, and you're like getting so much bang for your buck in this pouch, and you can like squeeze all the extra product out and use it on your hands, your arms, your chest. It's just so nice. So that was one of my favorite sheet masks from the last few months. And then this one is something I've been using now for a few years because my friend introduced me to this. She teaches beauty history, and this is Donkey Milk sleeping mask. And I didn't know Donkey Milk is like a historic beauty product that even like Cleopatra would use. So this is a really thick cream that you put on as the last step before bed, and I absolutely love it. This is a great Korean skincare brand, and it would just like, it did something to my skin. Like I just had a birthday, you know, we're getting up there. And I would wake up the next morning and be like so happy that my skin looked so happy. So I really like this product as a sleeping mask. I come back to it a lot, and it is cruelty free, but it's not vegan because it really does contain donkey milk. So keep that in mind. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about makeup. Always so much fun. I love playing with makeup, so I go through a decent amount of it, but these are my brow pencils that I always come back to by the e.l.f. brand. I usually get it in the color taupe. I tried one in the color auburn in here. It didn't make a huge difference, but it was like a little more of a red undertone than I wanted. And these are just fine. I mean, honestly, they're just fine. They're like $3 a piece where I live, and it just gets the job done. If you have sparse brows, it really fills in the patches, but it's not great for like fine detail. If you're trying to draw hair by hair by hair, it's not the brow pencil for you. But if you want to just kind of shade in and look like your brows are a little more full than they are, that's why I go through this. I use it every single day. I always go through this product. I also went through a couple of this has been my like go-to favorite eyeliner recently. Maybelline, and it's the Hyper Easy Brush Liner. So I love an eyeliner that's like a brush tip. The problem, as you can see, is that sometimes some of those bristles fold back. So you gotta be careful when you put the lid on it and make sure you keep the bristles in good condition. By the end of it, once it's starting to dry out, I usually get my bristles all out of whack. But this is a really nice one for just drawing on a simple cat eyeliner and keeping it pretty affordable with the drugstore brand. Also went through a very good amount of mascaras. So this is my favorite mascara, the Toothpaste Better Than Sex. I just think it really adds so much volume to lashes and looks really, really nice. This one was one that was really fun to try by Tarte, and it was the Tartelette Tubing Mascara. I love a tubing mascara because it's very easy to wash off at night. So for like everyday use, I'm all about a tubing mascara. It adds a nice amount of length, but it washes off so easily. Some of them though start to flake into your eye. That one was good, but this one I couldn't finish because it was like flaking off. It's the L'Oreal Paris Double Extend Mascara. And it's really fun because this end is like a primer, and then this end is the tubing mascara, and I just wanted to love it, but it would flake and then the little pieces of mascara would get in my eyes, and it was just not a good situation, so I couldn't finish that one. My favorite tubing mascara is by the Thrive brand. I haven't had that in a little while, but I definitely like coming back to that one. Another favorite mascara of life, this is the Clinique brand Bottom Lash Mascara, and it has the tiniest little wand, and it works really, really well for getting those lower lashes and not transferring onto your cheeks, which is key with your bottom lashes. But again, for some reason, Sephora stopped carrying this, so that has made it very inconvenient for me to restock my beloved mascara. So I tried this one from Target, Pixie brand Lower Lash Mascara, and same concept, interesting tiny wand, although it's like a lot longer, so it's harder to navigate. But it transferred onto my cheeks, and the whole point to me of using a different mascara on your lower lashes is that it won't transfer onto your cheeks, and this one did. So that was a bit of a disappointment there. Been through a couple of my favorite foundation. I always love to use the IT Cosmetics CC cream. It has SPF in it. Has really thick coverage for a CC cream. It is very high coverage. And you know I love it when I'm willing to make this mess. I cut the tube almost all the way across, and then I use a Q-tip to like scoop out little scoops of foundation that are left in there. And that really works well, but it's, you know, you gotta be willing to make a mess, and the product will start to dry out once you cut it. But after the pump stops pumping, I can still get like 2 more weeks of daily wear out of this. So at this price point, it's worth it. Also went through a few things of face powder, which is an achievement because it takes a while. Like there's so much product in this, it takes forever to go through. But this is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder, another grandma favorite. Get this at the drugstore. I think it works great for daily wear, but I have to admit, I had this higher end one, and wow, it kind of blew me away. I've been using the drugstore powder for so many years that when I switched to this Charlotte Tilbury, I was like, whoa, it really looks so airbrushed and nice. Like you can't see the powder on your face with this one. So I think this has to be my new favorite for powder. I don't know when I'll be indulging in it again because I do prefer a drugstore price point, but it's the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder under eye and face. So nice, just loved it. I had it in the shade Fair Medium. Highly recommend. And of course the packaging is glam, like her packaging is always so pretty. So I loved that. I also really like the Besame brand face powder. This was just a little size of theirs that I used up, but it comes with this cute little poof that I could wash and reuse for something else. And then I just took this little lid off so that I could get all the powder out from underneath. But that's another really good face powder. That one's in translucent, and so is the Coty. Another thing that's kind of rare to use up is a bronzer, because I feel like you gotta work pretty hard to finally like really hit pan on one of these products. But we did. There's hardly anything left in there, I dare say, and it still smells really good and chocolatey because this is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. So pretty, so yummy, and been my go-to for years. Last but not least, I have some lashes. I always use the Ardell brand, and my go-to is the Demi Wispy style. Nothing to show you here except the empty package, but I always take the lash off and I cut like a little bit off the edge so it's not as full length, so hopefully it looks a little bit more natural. But these are so easy to use once you get the hang of it, and they really make you feel just so much more dolled up. Like it's so much more fun. I love having a lash to wear. And then this was another one that I hadn't tried before, the Ardell Naked Lashes, and they had a very wispy effect, so I think it could look more natural depending on what you're going for. But the Demi Wispies are the ones I always come back to personally, and you can't go wrong with the Ardell brand. We made it to the bottom of the giant basket of empties. It's always so much fun to go through those with you guys. And I just hope you feel inspired to use your products. I know you have products that you're just holding on to because you think they're like too good to use. Use them. You deserve it. You deserve to treat yourself. So make sure you're using up those products. Get every drop if that will help you feel better about it. But treat yourself and enjoy your products, your skincare, and just playing with all that stuff because it's all just fun if you want to enjoy it. And I also hope maybe you were inspired to make yourself a little bit of vanity art. Take a gorgeous empty perfume bottle and zhuzh it up and keep it as a little keepsake on your vanity. Kind of a fun project. We just love getting all the last drops of things. We love it. So thank you for watching. Hit subscribe if you want to join. And I will be back very soon with more YouTube adventures I can't wait to share with you guys. And I just hope you're doing so well. I love you, and I will see you next time. Bye.